first found out about it in my social studies class, and it just amazed me how really big it was and how history changing it was, and it just had like a whole change of my aspect in America and how much we bonded together today to fight against people who want to tear us down.
And it just made you realize that it could have been any of our parents or anyone there, and that it affected so many people.
I remember thinking to myself, how could this happen? Surely nothing like this could ever happen again. And stuff like this happens all the time now, and it really is upsetting.
Honestly, you know, on 9/11, I asked, did they talk about it much in school? And he'll say, not really. Like, that always surprises me. Public school, they don't really, they may have like a moment of silence, but they really don't talk about it. They don't do a lesson on it, and that kind of always surprises me.
Well, on 9/11, we'll always say, oh, did you learn about it? And usually there's a moment of silence in school, and maybe they say a prayer, they go to Catholic school. But I do think that the history lesson is very much lacking in what happened that day. It's just an interesting perspective as it relates to kids and telling them more about what happened.
It made me wonder, like, why this happened, like why people want America to like you know, suffer so much.
It also makes me wonder, like, what is the United States doing to prevent this? And it's hard because you don't want to take away their lives, but you also don't want them taking away our lives.
I'm just wondering, like, the precautions, like in airport security that they took before 9/11. I wonder how much different it was from after 9/11.
And I'll say, this is since 9/11 this happened. Since 9/11 you can't do this. Since 9/11 you can't do that. So I do think that they see that their world is different than the one I grew up in.
As much as it was a horrible, horrible thing that happened, it brought out a lot of good in people, and it brought the compassion out in people that maybe wasn't so upfront, that it's there. And you have to believe it's there, and it's still there. It's just that unfortunately, 15 years later, people forgot all the good that came and how that brought people together in a way that it never had before.